views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Stay in your lane. What we said, stay in your lane. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Hello. Welcome to the Stay in Your Lane podcast. Rise, reclaim, and redefine your story. Right, where we own your voice. I'm your host, Samanta Harmond. I hope you guys is doing amazing. You already know I love to come on the mic because today is self-talk. It's a new month, okay? It's April. Can you believe that? But before I dive into everything, I hope you guys went out and check out my latest episode. It's called Mindset Shift. You're going to need that because today's episode is a follow-up, okay? It's April and we ain't closing the year. We ain't self-sabotaging. So today's topic, we're going to be discussing self-sabotage. So to go over and check out the latest episode, I want you to go to SLAOESSEX on YouTube. To make it easier, please go over to Instagram. You can follow the page, SLAOESSEX, or you can follow the podcast page. That's where I do my little drops, right? At stay_in-your-lane podcast. Link is in the bio. It will take you straight to the Instagram. It will take you straight to the YouTube. So go over there and make sure to feed that brain, okay? And tap in. All right. So today episode is a little personal one. Nothing too long, but straight to the points because we got to set that mindset for April. So let's be honest with ourselves, right? Have you ever prayed for something? Ask for more, said you want to grow, but yet still you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, right? But your action don't match what you're saying, what you're asking for. Have that ever happened to you? Because sometimes it's not other people is blocking us, it's you. It's you blocking your blessings. You know, when you say you want to do something and then the next thing you know, you're praying, but you're not aligning yourself. So what you're praying for, you can actually receive it. And that's all about alignment and being spiritually in tune. You understand? So, last episode I talked about mindset shift, taking accountability and not blaming others. But today we're going deeper, right? We're talking about something a lot of people don't realize they're doing, and that's self-sabotage. Myself do that, right? So what is self-sabotage? One may ask, right? Self-sabotage is when you say you want one thing, but your habits, your fears, and your mindset keep pulling you in the opposite direction. No, that's self-sabotage. Have you guys ever experienced that? Because I did. Remember, in my last episode, I told you guys, just a brief, I was talking about the pageantry. Something happened. I came second runner-up. This is back-to-back pageant, second runner-up, and one of my contestants, we both was in the same pageant. She placed first runner-up in the previous one, and now the one that I did the other day, she was first runner-up. You know what? I couldn't blame anyone. I'm not going to blame the system. I had to look deep within myself and take accountability. You understand? Because I did self-sabotage myself, right? And honestly, I had to check myself recently. Because I did, right? So after my pageant, I had to sit with myself and realize it wasn't about anyone else. There were areas where I wasn't fully prepared at all, where I doubted myself, where I let nerves take over. And that's the real. And I told you guys that. But that's also where growth begins. The mindset shift that I had, that's the reason why I named that episode Mindset Shift. I know we're diving deeper into self-sabotage. I had to realize I'm a victim of self-sabotage. I've been self-sabotaging myself. And I really had to look within myself and be like, Samantha, it's time for you to take a step back and really look at the different areas of where the things that you're praying for, why is it not being aligning? So you guys out there have to look into yourself. Why am I not being aligning? Why am I things that I'm praying for, why is it not happening? What's happening? What's happening? What am I not doing right? What you're saying, your action and habits is not matching it. And sometimes when you don't know, you understand, you keep repeating the same thing, and we can't afford for that to happen. It's April. We're 4 months in, right? So I'm going to tell you 5 signs you're self-sabotaging. Number 1, procrastination. Number 1, procrastination. And I think that's the big one, right? So I want you to get your pen and paper. So get your pen and paper and write it down. 5 signs you're self-sabotaging yourself. You keep saying, I will start tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So that's procrastination. And I will give you guys an example with each. For me, you guys know I'm in the podcast in my last semester in school. And one of my final semester is the capstone research class. I have to keep on. I was so focused, and I keep on telling myself, I want to record. I want to record every single day, especially in March. I wanted to do the Women History Month, right? But that's me was procrastinating. I never got it done. I keep saying I'm going to do something, and I keep putting it off for the next day. So that's 1. Let's go over to 2. Overthinking everything. You talk yourself out of opportunities before it even happen or before you even try. And let's keep it 100. Many of us do that. That happened to many of us because that's something that recently happened to me, myself, right? I had an opportunity, and because of certain communication, it didn't happen. And I was thinking, like, is this real? And you know what happened? I ended up talking myself out of it. And a few weeks later, the opportunity, here it is. It's real. You understand? But I wasn't able to be a part of it because I took that opportunity from myself before I even tried, before it even happened. So that's a part of self-sabotage. Number 3, fear of being seen. You have a voice, but you stay quiet. You have a voice, but you stay quiet. This is one of the reasons why I start this podcast, Stay in Your Lane. Rise, reclaim, and redefine your story. Your voice is your story. Why are you shrinking yourself? You understand? I had to realize because after my car accident, right? After my car accident, I lost my identity. I lost myself so much to the point where relationship, the fallout with my best friend, the certain things that she had said, it really hit me to the core. It's where I hid myself away. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't talk to no one. You understand? I didn't want to even post on social media. I didn't want to do any of that. And at the time, I didn't realize I was self-sabotaging myself. I didn't realize that was fear of course, it was fear of being seen because I was shrinking myself. I was shrinking my voice. You understand? And creating this podcast, it's where I had to take control back of my power because listen to me, your voice, your story. You understand? When you shrink yourself, you're hiding yourself. I had to accept that, listen, this is my story and I'm not going to shrink away from it. It's a part of the journey and I know where I'm going. And who I am today is not the woman I'm aiming to be in the future. And it's stepping stone because you want to know what? Setback doesn't define us. It only refines us. And why am I going to be ashamed of what I'm going through right now? Why am I going to be ashamed of what these people that say they love me have to say about me? You understand? When it comes to life, we all go through things. Things happen. So I had to regain back my power. I had to overcome fear. I have to overcome those judgments and realize that I'm only giving their voice power. What about mine? I have to take back control. And I want you to take back control of whatever situation you may be going through or you're in. Your voice has power and it's your story, not their story. All right? Number 4, lack of discipline. There is something that I always ask on the show. Motivation versus discipline. Which you think is most important? And many people always say motivation. But my thing is, lack of discipline, you want results, but you avoid the work. You want to lose weight, but you avoid going to the gym. You want to get this new job, but you avoid doing the work that you need to do in order to be to get the job. You know, you want a better life, but you keep having bad habits. So the lack of discipline. So you may not feel motivated every day, but when you have discipline, you will have it. When you get up in the morning, you make sure to brush your teeth, right? You make sure to brush your teeth. You make sure to take a shower before you go out, right? In the morning, you want some breakfast, you want something to eat. Why? Those are a habit that has been created, that is indebted in you. Those are things that you do every day. So now it's become a part of your routine. And even when you feel unmotivated, you still get up and you still get it done. Why? Because it's not like that discipline that it's where you didn't really, it's not hard to do, right? Of course, they always say sometimes when we're going through depression and stuff, we don't eat. I had experienced that. And sometimes some people don't shower, they don't brush their teeth and stuff. But there's a time when you're going to wake up, it's a part of you going to do it. So if you want something, I don't know why I put that with that, but I'm just trying to give you guys an example. If you want something, just go there and do it. You understand? Work. Let's go to negative self-talk. You don't believe you're ready, so you don't show up fully. You got to show up for the things that even when you feel like you're not qualified for it, as long as you're putting in the work, you will definitely achieve that. You understand? Putting in the work will definitely give you the result that you desire. But it starts with number 4, discipline. You understand? And negative self-talk, we only talk ourselves out of opportunities. You got to believe. And I said that because when I started this podcast, I've been going back and forth like the past few months and wanting to change the name from Stay in Your Lane to something more profound. Like when you hear the name, you know what it is. Like, for example, Own Your Story. And I was giving myself a lot of negative self-talk and not believing in my brand, not believing in what I started. And I had to realize that, listen, confidence starts within you, within yourself. You understand? If you're not confident in your brand, others is not going to be confident in your brand. That means that you're not owning your voice. And I had to realize I'm giving negative self-talk to myself. You understand? Which is causing me not to fully show up for my shows, not to fully show up. I'm not being inspired about topics that I want to talk about. And I remember 3 semesters back, every single day, 2 times per week, I used to shoot out episode, 1 personal, 1 interview. Because what? I was fully inspired. I had confidence. I believe in my brand. And somewhere along the line, I let negative self-talk. And that stemmed from my previous pageant, not the one I did a few weeks ago, but the one I did last year, because I felt like they didn't understand my brand, Stay in Your Lane. And one of the judges said to me that I talk around circle and I didn't explain it right. And I went back to the drawing board, and that's where I let their negative self-doubt came into me. And then I started negative self-talk myself. With this negative self-talk, we have to stop that, you understand? And the truth is, you can't ask for a new life with the same habits. It's 2026. It's not the year to keep playing small. It's not the year to keep doubting yourself either. And it's not the year to keep blocking your blessings. You understand? So we're going to make some solutions and we're going to put action to them. You understand? So you don't end the year feeling like I didn't achieve what I wanted when you know that you didn't create the habits, the actions, things that you need to do so you can achieve your goal. It's April. Next month is Mental Health Month, and I'm like, oh, it's April. Let's set the tone. The semester the semester will be ending in a few weeks, and I'm on goal. I'm inspired. So let's work on how we're gonna stop self-sabotaging ourselves for this month. Let's put some action in place, and let's create that discipline. Because as I said to you, many times we don't know that we're self-sabotaging. But when someone really sits you down or you really listen, So let's become more aware. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. As I said in my previous mindset shift, accountability is a big thing. When you take accountability for things you have done, your action, it makes you a better person. That means it's time for growth. And that's something that I had to sit with myself. That's something that makes me so calm today. Because before I was so anxious. I talk so fast. And I'm like, that's a change in me. Where did this come from? I'm talking and I'm talk so fast. It's like I felt the change within myself and I had to dig deeper. And I went through therapy too for the first time. Don't be ashamed if you need therapy. You understand? Especially in my community, the Black community, therapy, it's like a thing that how can I put it? They shun away. But if you need it, actually go and do it. Become more aware. All right? 2, keep promises to yourself. Discipline builds confidence. And that's something that I'm working on every single day. When they say discipline builds confidence, it's truth. When you achieve something that you set out to do, don't it make you feel proud? You feel like, okay, I'm walking in my purpose. When you find your purpose and something that you love, it's the happiest you are. And that's just the truth, right? So for me, I'm keeping a promise to myself. Right now, I'm in a semester. I want a new car because I'm finally in the mindset from 2022, my car accident. Now we're in 2026. I'm finally ready to have a car. I'm ready to go back on the road. And I said, I don't have the funds fully now, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a tool to the side. I got a side gig job. And that money I'm going to save away because I have a goal. You understand that I want to get this car before my birthday for 2026. And that's okay. Where I want to be as a big financial advisor, it's going to take small steps, you understand, to get there. But I know I will get there because my goal is to change my community, especially when it comes to life insurance. You know, I'm going into a different direction, but I have to say this. My goal is to change this community, especially in the Black community. They don't believe in life insurance, and I want to be a financial advisor. That's the business that I'm currently in right now. You understand? We don't believe in life insurance. We don't believe in protection. We don't believe in protecting wealth. But yet still, when we see the white or the wealthy being protected and their kids, money's being passed down to their kids, we be like, oh, it's because of their skin color. Not knowing that we didn't set no protection. We believe in GoFundMe. Why? Let's break that. My goal is to break that. So that's me knowing, keeping a promise to myself, understand? And I'm going to create that discipline. Number 3, take action even when you're scared. You are not going to feel ready. Do it anyway. When I started this podcast, I'll be honest with you, I was scared. My advisor, he had to come down on me like, girl, people always see so much within us before we actually see the potential we have. Why? I think it's because that lack of fear and we don't really believe in ourselves that much and the self-awareness. So when we really have that, we're able to see our full potential. So take action even when you're scared. I started this podcast scared. I don't know what's going on. When I did pageantry the first time, I did it scared. But I'm learning to do things now. I've always been a person to wait for things to be perfect before I want to tell people about it, put it out there or anything, but I stopped doing that. I'm not afraid of being judged no more because only God can judge me. Only God can judge you. So whatever you want to do, don't wait to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. When a house is being built, it starts from somewhere. It starts from the foundation, an empty land. Be like, But as time progresses, they build a foundation, they put the block, they put the steel, the sand, everything. The next thing you know, you have a big, beautiful house. That's what. Starting scared and doing it anyway because they know what the result is. Number 4, change your environment. Who you are around matters. I used to have a boss and he always said, if you surround yourself with crackhead, you're going to become crackhead. And that is true. We are who we become because of our environment. Not many people are mentally strong to actually be better than their environment. Some people are easily influenced. But it is statistically proven scientifically that when you surround yourself around the environment, around the things that you want to do, it will help you. It would feed your soul. You understand? And it will bring you change. Who you are around matters a lot. they will motivate you to the fullest. All right? Speak life into yourself. Speak life into yourself. And that's a big thing. Speak life into yourself. I am going to get this opportunity. I'm going to get this job. I am deserving of this role. Your words shape your reality. Remember what we said in number 1, sometimes we pray for things, but then our habit and action is like different. And the negative self-talk, start speaking more positively within yourself. You understand? Speak life wherever you want to be. Let's start doing that. And that's something that I'm doing for myself in 2026. And as this new month approach, and as I come down to the end of the semester, there's a lot of things that I want to do, and then I doubt myself, and I believe everyone always see my full potential. I'm an amazing girl. There's a lot in this world, you understand, for me to achieve. There's a lot of things that I can achieve. Sometimes I used to self-doubt myself, saying I'm not where, I wanted to be and stuff, and not knowing that's okay, Samantha. You are doing what you're supposed to do right now, as long as you keep going. So speak life into yourself. You understand? So as we step into this new month, ask yourself, am I truly ready for the life I say I want? Or am I getting in my own way? Don't self-sabotage yourself, because once you get out of your own way, there's nothing and no one that can stop you. What I said? No one. Don't create traffic in your lane. Don't. The traffic is all those 5 things that we talked about earlier. You want me to reiterate it? Procrastination, overthinking everything, fear of being seen, lack of discipline, negative self-talk. We are not doing that. You understand? We're making a clear way. We're becoming aware, keeping promises to yourself. Take action. Even when you're scared, change your environment and speak life into yourself. No creating no traffic at all. You understand? You ain't getting into your way. We ain't doing that. Remember, you responsible for your life, your voice. Don't shrink yourself. You understand? Don't for no one else. So I hope this episode today, I hope it give you guys some insights. Some insightful. I hope you look within yourself, realize any pattern or anything that you've been trying to work on something and nothing has been happening. I hope you look within yourself instead of blaming others, because self-sabotage is a big thing and many of us do it. There's one of my favorite artists that I used to follow. Her name is Nicki Minaj. Right now she's in so many controversy. I love her music, you understand. And I had to take a step back because I realized this lady self-sabotaged herself so much. But you know what? Sometimes when you're not aware, that's what happened. And looking from the outside and looking at her, I had to look deep within myself too. We can't be blaming others for our actions. And she do that a lot. And it's okay to take accountability for things. You understand? So I hope this episode was very insightful. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you, for the month of April, you make a difference within your life. Don't block your blessings. You understand? No traffic in the lane. You understand? Because you deserve every and anything, and you can do any and everything as long as you put your mind to it. Again, my name is Samanta Harmond. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we're going to talk about the tools of confidence, because we have to put everything together to make sure that April we're prepared to step into May. For the rest of the month, alignment, spiritual alignment. The things that we're praying for, we're going to make sure our energy and our aurora and everything, we attack those. So again, stay. In your lane, stay in your lane. But I have to tell y'all guys something, because I could not close this episode without even not saying that. You want to know I was recording earlier and there was no SD card in there? I couldn't believe it. I was recording for like 17 minutes. I said so much thing. And you know, when you first record, it's like you're so hype. I had to get back in the mindset and everything. But hey, I completed. Here we are. Let me know if you ever self-sabotage yourself. I would love to know in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, see the kingdom, all you wish for will be granted to you. Believe in yourself, all right? Believe in your goals. Start unknown, finish unforgettable. Stay in your lane. Gonna own your lane. Don't create. No traffic. We're gonna make it. Free. I know I can't rap, but
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.